What's up guys, Blade Master here, bringing you yet another Total War Rome 2 online battle. And I don't know why I'm changing my voice modulation like that, but whatever, let's just go with it. I'm playing as Baktria yet again. I'm kind of almost like maining Baktria at this point. It's become like my go-to faction whenever I pick an online battle. That's because I haven't like found a strong enough army yet, and I'm still like testing out different compositions to find a both equally powerful and unique Baktrian army that I can fuck with in regular online battles and even tournament battles, hopefully tournament battles as well. So by unique I mean leverage the pikes and the Hellenic strength that the Bactrians have, but also keep keep the elephants and the true Eastern nature, like including the Bactrian peltis and the horse archers, along with them, and bring up like a perfect mix. I haven't found it yet. Let's see if this build will suffice for today, for this battle. So I'm bringing basically the exact same build as I brought in previous matches, and if you remember from Heir of Carthage's match, or Heir of Carthage's replay where I played against Armenia, it's basically no, it's not, it's different. This is basically same to the last Baktrian match that I cast here. 4 Levy Pikes, 3 Eastern Slingers, 2 Baktrian Peltas, 1 on each flank. I've got an Eastern Spearman and a Baktrian Royal Guard General, a couple of mercenary Scythian Horse Archers who are going to be my main harassing component, a couple of Baktrian Noble Horse on either flank, 1 Baktrian Horse Archer which I'm going to save until late game, and an Indian War Elephant. So Indian War Elephants, love them. I don't see the need to bring armored Indian elephants because these guys basically do the exact same thing just as effectively. I'm fighting up against Evil Bookie from the TWR clan. Great guy, great player. We're fighting Intimity, and he's brought Macedon, and he's brought a pike heavy army because he has seen the previous Baktrian matchup, and he was like, "You're going for the Baktrian Peltis again, aren't you?" And I was like, "I can't even lie. Like that's exactly what I'm going with. I'm just I don't know. I don't care if he knows. I just want to perfect this build." He's brought, I think, a total of 6 hoplites. 3 up in the front, a couple more on the flanks, so that's 5, and an extra hoplite here, a couple of Thurea spears, a total of 3 regular slingers, I believe, or 2 slingers, 4 slingers, 2 on the flanks, 2 in the center, and a couple of mercenary Thracian peltas who can easily fuck up my elephants in a matter of seconds. A Thessalian cav and a citizen cav on either flank, including a regular Thessalian cav behind and a shield bearer general. It's going to be interesting to see how my Baktrian Royal Guard matches up to the shield bearer. Baktrian Royal Guard have lower armor, basically a kind of a worse hoplite unit than the shield bearers, but I believe they have slightly better nothing. They have better nothing. 40-29, 41-29. So yeah, they're basically worse versions of the shield bearers, although that's not too bad a thing because shield bearers are very good. My slingers are firing onto the mercenary Thracian peltas. I brought in my Eastern Spearmen to charge and hold up the Thurea spear so that they can't fire at my citizen cav while I pull them away. But he does have the citizen, or my Baktrian Noble Horse. His citizen cav is going to try and charge in, but I believe he's going to feint. Yeah, he's going to feint right here, pull back, and then let the Thessalian cav come in and charge, and that's a much better idea. He's instead going to hold up my Baktrian Royal Guard General there. Let's see how well my Baktrian Noble Horse do against the Thessalian cav. They do take a lot of damage on the charge. The slingers getting 8 or 9 kills on Baktrian Noble Horse because of the HP damage. Eastern Spearman doing a decent enough job holding off, while my Baktrian Peltas get like 17 kills on this hoplite. Meanwhile, there's action happening on both fronts. I charge into his hoplites and his Thurea spears here, and then I get a second charge onto Citizen Cav here, and then I pull out with my Baktrian Noble Horse to try and catch his Thessalian Cav while my mercenary Scythians are firing from behind. But his Thurea spears are very close by, and that's the problem of having a pike center. I'm just not maneuverable enough. Meanwhile, my Baktrian Peltas are getting rear shots. I've turned off fire at will for my Baktrian Horse Archers and my Baktrian Peltas because I need to save their ammo. And now using my mercenary Scythians to just try and catch these mercenary Thracian Peltas at the very least. And then I'm going to rear charge with my Baktrian Noble Horse here. At the very least, the Thurea spears will die. The Citizen Cav really wasn't used against the right opponent. Baktrian Royal Guard is just going to hammer them any day of the week. And Baktrian Royal Guard honestly is going to do very well here. In this sort of engagement. My Baktrian Horse Archers behind, not at fire at will, just taking their time. Eastern Slingers here, 53 men left. The Slingers are doing okay. Not a cost-efficient trade for me to keep hitting these slingers. I need my Eastern slingers to perform much better than he needs his regular Hellenic slingers. Now my elephants are getting close by. It's elephant time, you guys. That's why I love this Baktrian build. They're about to charge into the rear while my Baktrian noble horse holds up these hoplites, and that's exactly why I love the Baktrian noble horse. They're tanky enough to do this. And I'm just going to pull straight across this this hoplite and then move into the second hoplite. They're getting kind of bogged down, the elephants I mean, and I'm also pulling my my Baktrian pelters behind because I don't want them to fire here. He does have a mercenary Thracian peltist nearby, but he's got his shield bearer even closer, and the shield bearers are not in hoplite phalanx. They're about to get fucked. 108 left. Actually, it was kind of anticlimactic. 94 kills on the Indian war elephants, and now the Baktrian Thracian peltists are actually going to get good shots here. So I'm going to pull them back, and instead I'm going to rear charge the hoplites that are faced up against my levy pikes here. Meanwhile, on the right flank, my Baktrian horse archers are going to start making their presence felt. Going to rear charge this big blob here. They are fresh. They're getting a rear charge, and they're rear charging mercenary Thracian peltists. The Thracian peltists have done beautifully. 71 kills on them. I think they killed off a lot of my Baktrian noble horse, but now my Baktrian horse archers should be able to get a lot of kills here, routing almost 2 units just from that rear charge. And I pulled back my elephants, getting 153 kills. They've lost a couple of units, and now I'm also pulling back my Baktrian peltists because they were way close to his Thessalian cav. And the Thuria spear going to get a couple of shots onto their rear. And again, these elephants are getting into really dangerous positions. The slingers here are going to get some good shots. Thracian peltists are out of ammo, but they probably have done enough HP damage that, yeah, you can see these elephants are starting to take a huge amount of damage from those slingers. My mercenary slingers are firing into his. They were initially firing into his shield bearers, trying to destroy the general as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, my Baktrian Royal Guard is at 89 men and gotten 152, about to get a double experience chevron. Baktrian horse archers here, 77 kills, haven't lost a single unit. You guys keep thinking that Baktrian horse archers are not cost effective enough. Man, you know what, spoiler alert, but the Baktrian horse archers do really well in this game. Baktrian peltist here, going to support this Baktrian peltist which was in melee, and the Thessalian cav is wavering. I'm not doing very well with one of those Baktrian peltists though. Shouldn't be in melee, absolutely should not be in melee. Eastern slingers getting good shots onto the shield bearers. They've only gotten 67 kills, taking a lot of damage now. Right flank is decisively in my favor. Baktrian horse archer is now tired, but will get a beautiful charge onto these mercenary Thracians. Not tanky enough against Baktrian horse archers. These guys have got such good melee stats that they will crush even relatively strong in melee units like these guys. Slingers getting good shots though in the meanwhile. And finally, my elephants, after getting 227 kills, are about to die. The Thuria spears are going to make sure that they die there. And now my peltists, though they are very tanky because they've got that 50 health, but they definitely should not be fighting up against hoplites in melee. So that's why I'm going to pull them back. The fact that they are light and that these hoplites are very heavy is going to play into my favor. Their lower mass is going to allow them to be quicker. So at this point, let's take a quick look at what's going on. Shield bearers at 48 units. Evil Bookie's got some hoplites and a Thuria spear here. A couple more hoplites, and he's got basically like 2/3 strength hoplites here. So definitely not looking good for me. My pike line is wavering and almost routing. But here, Baktrian horse archers with a double XP chevron, basically obliterating Evil Bookie's skirmish line single-handedly. And they're in a very good position at this point. They can rear charge a lot of units. Meanwhile, Eastern slingers peppering the hoplites while they're chasing after my Baktrian peltists. Again, you don't want hoplites to chase after them. He doesn't have any cav though, so this is the best that he can come up with. His Thracian peltists here caught some of my Eastern slingers in melee, and they're so good in melee against enemy skirmishers that it's going to do they're going to do wonders there. Here, Baktrian Baktrian Royal Guard got great charge in 222 kills. My Baktrian horse archers are about to charge into the rear of these hoplites, and the hoplites will do okay. I mean, they won't lose many men. I wouldn't suspect they'd lose a lot of men, but yeah, I mean, 9-10 kills on the charge against braced hoplites, even though they were in hoplite phalanx. Or sorry, even though I charged them in the rear. Here, the hoplite phalanx is bugging out. You can see my Baktrian Royal Guard are facing their backs to these hoplites because I popped hoplite phalanx after charging, and sometimes it does this, and that means they're going to take so many unnecessary casualties. These hoplites got a single experience chevron because of that. But at least it's going to let me charge into these hoplites. These guys, the second hoplite unit has routed. So a second charge in, Baktrian Royal Guard, just brilliant units against enemy hoplites. Wouldn't do very well against Thorax Swordsmen. They would rout a couple, but against hoplites they can do so well that they can like rout 3 to 4 units even with the hoplite wall bug going against them. 257 kills with these guys. That being said, the shield bearer is still there for Evil Bookie. Levy Pikemen just holding up, getting 43 kills, not bad, but they cost too much for only getting 43 kills. 189 kills with my Baktrian Horse Archers. They haven't used a lot of their ammo, again because I didn't have Fire at Will on. I was exactly for this sort of situation. Baktrian Pelt is going to get some beautiful shots here, especially with precision shot and rapid reload. Should be able to get a decent number of kills. 34 kills, 36 kills, still not cost effective enough here. The other Eastern Slinger with 79 kills. My Baktrian Royal Guard is getting ganged up on by the shield bearers. Although my Horse Archers are getting excellent flank shots onto them. 191 kills with them. I'm only targeting the shield bearers. And you know what? I'm going to try and make this a little bit interesting. I'm going to keep the rest of this commentary on the Baktrian Horse Archers and try and show it to you from their perspective. Here they're behind, there's a hoplite that's facing up against them, but they're still fighting over them and into the shield bearers. And of course they're going to pull back because, you know, what is that? Were there deployables there? Wait, I need to take a look at this. What is going on here? It seemed like there were deployables. I don't know if you guys noticed. Oh, maybe that's just the way Rome 2 renders things in the distance. My Baktrian Royal Guard is dead. I have Baktrian Peltis here, an Eastern Slinger here, Eastern Slinger here, and another Baktrian Peltis here. My Baktrian Royal Guard going to charge into the hoplites. They popped hoplite phalanx at the last second, which means they're not going to take many casualties from that. 278 kills though. Let's put it back onto Baktrian Horse Archer Camp. Just riding across the deserts of Dimity. These guys are so brilliant. So hoplite is going to chase after them. They can't do anything. And at this point what I'm going to do is probably, yeah, you can see there's a hoplite. Oh no, there's a Thorea Spear that's firing into the distance against my retreating Eastern Slingers. So what I'm going to do is, although these guys are exhausted, you know, I'll still be able to kill them. Oh, these are Slingers. The Slingers will get a lot of kills because Baktrian Horse Archers have very low armor. But this is the perfect target for them. The Baktrian Horse Archers lost around 5 units there. They're down to 37 men. Going to rout the Slinger unit, who's done really well. And again, units spread out, but there are a lot of hoplites. Again, going to fire a volley onto the shield bearers. Down by a couple of units. 244 kills. Pulling back. Let's put it back onto Baktrian Horse Archer Camp. They're going to rear charge this Helot Slinger, no, this Mercenary Thracian Peltist, and Helot Slinger and Thorea Spear combo, while those units were fighting up against my Eastern Slingers. And then I'm going to pull straight through with my Baktrian Horse Archers. Would have taken a couple of casualties. They were at 37 men the last we saw them. Now they're at 35, 264 kills, wavering and routing the Slinger unit. The Thorea Spear was wavering, but he popped Rally. Very smart, very timely use of Rally by Evil Bookie there. Again, these guys are still exhausted, but the fact that they have ammo means that they're going to get a lot more HP damage, getting some very precious kills on the shield bearers, while the shield bearers hit my Eastern Slingers. At this point, it is not looking good for me. I only have one Eastern Slinger left, and the Baktrian Horse Archer is still getting good shots in. Shield bearer is down to 31 men, 29. Back to Horse Archer Camp. No, this is Shield bearer camp, sorry. Horse Archer Camp. Gonna fire Parthian shot, fire while retreating, get some more shots on the Shield bearer general. At this point I turn off Fire at Will. I just want them to shoot and kill off as many of these depleted units. All of the units are very depleted, but I'm still going to try and target the general as much as possible. Again, the fact that Macedonians have basically only disciplined units means that the general dying is not going to be as much of a morale penalty as I would hope. I'm going to feint a charge here, try and get his hoplites to charge after me. But he doesn't really take the bait, and anyways I have a much juicier target in the distance. You can see that hoplite right there is sandwiched between an Eastern Slinger and my Baktrian Horse Archer. So he's going to have to face one of them. He's doing the smart thing here and facing up against my Baktrian Horse Archer, but I'm pulling away, just, you know, doing some mind games there, hoping he would turn around and face my charging Eastern Slingers in the distance. Is he going to? No, they get caught by some of the Eastern Slingers, and that's going to force them to turn around, and I'm going to use that opportunity to charge in with my Baktrian Horse Archer. But at this point the game just decides that, you know, it's had enough. Costly enemy victory. Well played to Evil Bookie. Baktrian Horse Archers got more kills than my Indian War Elephants, more kills than my Baktrian Royal Guard, more kills than, you know, both my Baktrian Peltis combined, more than all my Eastern Slingers combined. They basically they basically almost won me this game by themselves. This is probably the best I've done with the Baktrian Horse Archer against a capable opponent. 277 kills, which is why I thought I'd make it something a bit more special and keep it on Baktrian Horse Archer cam for the majority of this replay. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and stay tuned for more. Peace.